A blissful evening to you, my learners, this evening. How has been your day at school? You will recall that in the previous class we dealt with direct variation. So this evening we are going to be talking about indirect variation. Indirect variation, and another name for our indirect variation, it can otherwise be called inverse variation. Inverse variation. So in mathematics, when you have a number a, the inverse of a is 1 over a. If you have a number 5, the inverse of 5 is 1 over 5. So in inverse variation, one of the variable is going up while the other variable is going down. They are going in opposite direction. So before they commence inverse variation questions, they write something like this. They write something like A varies inversely as B. A varies inversely as B. So A varies inversely as B can be written as A varies inversely as B. A varies inversely as B. This is the way it will be written. We can also have other relationships. We can have B varies inversely as D square. B varies inversely. B varies inversely as D square. So that one will be written as B varies, the inverse of this square is 1 over this square. Okay, so having identified this, and I told you that this sign is called proportionality sign or sign of variation. You cannot use it to solve for that. You need to introduce a constant. By the time you introduce an equal to sign, there will be a constant of variation. That will be k times 1 over d square. So it will be like b equals k over d square. Okay, so let us take a full-fledged question regarding inverse variation. Okay, I call that example 1. Okay, x varies inversely as y. If x is 12, y is 5. Find a the equation connecting x and y. Find the equation connecting x and y. That's a. And the second equation says find x when y is 15. Okay. And number 6 says y when x is equals to 24. So let's go over this. We'll first interpret the very first statement. X varies inversely as y. What does that mean? This is x varies inversely as y. And I told you that you cannot use this proportionality sign. You introduce your constant of variation. That will be k times 1 over y. So at the end of the day, when you try to bring it together, that will be x equals k over y. So it is from here that we progress. Okay, the very first set of data I've told you earlier on that is for you to get the value of your k. If x is 12, y is 5. So let us substitute it to be able to get the value of it. If x is 12, y is 5, s equals 12, y is 5. In this type of mathematics, is a division problem. How do you get rid of a division problem? Multiplication will be the answer. So we cross multiply. That will be k times 1 equals 5 multiplied by 12. And when you multiply 5 by 12, you are going to have k equals 60. So we have been able to get the value of our k. That's the very first thing. And the question says, Find the relationship between x and k. I told you that the moment you get your k, you substitute back into the equation when you have x equals ky. So therefore, x is equals to 60 over y. That means the relationship between x and y is that whatever x is, to get the value of x is 60 over whatever y is. So this is the relationship. So this is the relationship, is the relationship, is the relationship. And I told you that there are several names that this relationship can be called. It can be called equation, it can be called formula. So this is the relationship. Now let's go ahead to question B. What does question B requires us to do? Question B says, okay, having gotten your equation connecting x and y, find x when y is 15. So like I told you that before you move on, you always go back to your equation. X is equals to 60 over y. The question says find x when y equals 15. That means anywhere I see y, I will put y as 15, 60 all over 15. So x equals, how many 15 can go in 60? Or you can cut it gradually. 5 goes in 15, 3. 5 goes in 6, 1. Remainder 1. 5 goes in 10, 2. Okay, 3 goes here, 1. 3 goes in 12, 4. So our final answer is x is equals to 4. So when x is 15, the value of x is 4. Can we see that? Okay, so let's go to C. C, let us see what C is requiring us to do. What does C? C says that find the value of y when x is 24. Like I told you that you always go back to your equation. Your equation is where you are going to move from. And our equation is x equals 60 over y. So the question C says that find y when x is 24. Anywhere I see x, x equals 24 equals 60 over y. Okay, this is also a division problem. I'll get rid of it by multiplication. So this is like 24 over 1. So when you cross multiply, I have 24 times y equals 60 multiplied by 1. So that's like 24y equals 60. I'm looking for my y. What do? I divide both sides by 24. I divide both sides. I divide both sides by 24, so that I have 24 multiplied by y over 24 equals 60 all over 24. So over here 24 cancels 24, and I have y equals 60 over 24. It's not in all cases that you'll be having whole number. Just cut and cut where possible. 2 goes in 24, that's 12. 2 goes in 60, that's 30. 2 goes in 12, 6. 2 goes in 30, that's 15. Okay, so I have y equals, let me move it. I have y equals 15 over 6. I can still cut it further. 3 goes in 6, 2. 3 goes in 15, 5. Okay, so I have it as y equals 5 over 2, and this can still be expressed as mixed fraction. How many 2 can go in 5? 2 whole number 1 over 2. And you have finally come to the end of solving that equation. You have finally come to the end of that equation. It's one of the simplest things. Variation is one of the simplest questions. Once you follow the procedure, so you get your K. Having gotten your K, you get the relationship. Okay? In order to ascertain that you got what I said in the class, okay, I will give you some questions which you are going to practice with. Okay? I'm trying to. Okay, so our classwork, or let's say take home. So once you are done, submit it, I will mark it. Okay? T varies inversely as S. Okay? When T is 2, when T is 2, nt is 2, s is equals to 60. So the first question says find a relationship between t and s. Okay, let's move out a bit. And b says find when s is is 90. Okay, and the question c says s when t is 2 and x when t equals 2. So try to solve it. I'll wait and anticipate your assignment and feedback. Bye bye.